Hi, I'm Ron Paulk, and this is part 8 of the Awesome Rolling Toolbox. I'm going to take a few seconds here and put a shameless plug in for the Paulk Workbench series, the latest one being the Total Station, a complete wood shop in a 3-foot by 6-foot space. The plans for my workbenches are available on my website, and I will put a link into this in the description of this video. But if you go to my website, my building website, and you click on the third tab at the bottom, which is Order Plans, you'll get to this page here, and you can then go into the checkout or to the order page and then choose any of the workbenches or some packages that we've put together. Okay, enough of that. Let's get on to Sketchup. So we last left off at version 2, and I had a few problems, a few issues I needed to work out from this plan. And so I saved it and went on to version 3, and we are now here. So I'm pretty happy with this design. I haven't detailed it out yet. I'll do that in a future video. But I have made quite a few changes. I have the tools here and the benches here. I think we went over that. I did mention in the previous video that I wanted to add some drawers. So I built a taller stack of drawers here that flush up with the top here. I've taken one of the vacs and the Blum mini press out. I decided that I wanted to not only remove the other adjustable shelf unit that was identical to this one and replace it with more drawers, but I've also decided that I want to make these shelves primarily for supplies. I need more supply storage. So we're kind of there. I've taken my 2 vacuums that I've kept on board and I've put them up in the front here. And so what I think I'll do today is detail out this set of shelves. I have an idea of what I want to do. So I'll go ahead and do that, and you can see some of the process in figuring these things out and how this 3-dimensional design that SketchUp provides will help you in your wood shop. Okay, so I want to create the structure for this shelf unit here, which is unique. It'll be unlike any of the others. Currently, I'm only going to have 3 shelves, but I do want to make it adjustable for the future in case things change. And additionally, I want to not use a lot of material. So rather than using a sheet of 3/4 plywood along each side, eating up a lot of material, I'm just going to make 3 rails with some dados in them. Now I'm going to make more. The dados will be for each of these shelves to fit into, but I want to make more than just for these 3 shelves. I want to make them adjustable for the future in case I want to add shelves or just move them around. Hit the tape measure tool, and I'm going to go to the top here and just create a line. That's a guideline, and that'll tell me where the top of the wall is when I hide the wall there. Okay, and I hid the wall just by clicking off of the visibility of that layer. And now what I want to do is, actually I'm going to turn them back on just for a minute to create this rectangle. So I'll hit the tape measure tool again, and I'm going to come out in the green direction, 0.75, enter, that's inches. Well, I need a straight edge, and you can see I don't really have one to grab here. So this is a different tool. I'll drag my tool palette off the other screen here. This protractor here will give me a guideline as well. So if I come here and just hover, and if you can see where it flips, and if I want to get it up on this blue, it's pretty easy here. It'll snap into place. But if I was having trouble, just put it anywhere, get it, and then hold the shift key, and now it'll stay in the blue position. And I'm going to click right there. Then I'm going to come out here and set a reference point, then come out 90 degrees, and you can see it's given me a a line that is 90 degrees to the others. So I will hit the tape measure tool and I will just drag one over here. And now I have the outline of the piece of plywood that I want to make here. So I'll hit the R key for rectangle, highlight on the intersection there, then come over and it snaps right in. And then I want to double click, right click, make a group. And then I want to draw this down to the floor so it'll be the right height. So I'm going to turn off the walls. So I'm in the group here. I'm going to get in it again. I'm going to select just the surface, hit the P key for push pull, and the screen will auto scroll. When you're zoomed in like this, you just go to the bottom of the screen and it'll just auto scroll all the way to the bottom. And I'm just going to touch the surface of the floor, and I know that this is the right height then. Don't even know what the dimension is, but I know it's right. And then I want to figure out where this shelf is. It's given me enough height. I can move it a little bit. I want to come up with a spacing for dados that gives me a lot of flexibility in the future. A little extra cutting that I may never use in making these dados, but what I'll do is take the tape measure tool, and I'm just going to come up to where this one is, and that's 2 foot 4 inches. All right, so what I will do is hit escape out of there. I'm going to do them every 6 inches. And again, that's a little overkill, but I'd rather do a little more work up front. So I'm just going to come up and click, type in 6, enter. And then I'm going to grab that and come up 3/4 of an inch, 0.75, enter. And that gives me the outline of where I'm going to do the first dado. I'm going to get into the group. What I've done is double click. That gets me in the group. Click one time, and that selects just the surface because that's this. I want to cut this surface, and I'm going to hit my rectangle tool. That's the R key, and you can see the X will give me the intersection, and click there. And so you see it's broken that surface up. Now I want to push this in 3/8, but this is where the copying can sometimes be a problem. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to select. Now notice I did left to right. That way it selects only things that are completely encompassed in the selection box. If I went the other way and did that, it's going to select everything the box touches. So I'm going left to right, and you can see what's selected. If I turn on the X-ray tool, you can see there's no other blue lines. When you're doing a selection and you want to be careful, if you turn on the X-ray tool, that'll help you see in past the surface. So if I had selected this line, I would notice it. All right, so I'm going to turn off the X-ray tool. I'm going to hit the move key, and then I'm going to hold down the option key, and that gives me the little arrow. And I'm going to just move this up. It's doing a little saving there, auto save. Click, and I'm going to hit 6, enter, and that's 6 inches. Now without doing anything else, I'm going to just guess at the number of them I want. I can always redo this. So I'm going to hit X10, enter, and then look up and see how far I went. And let's see. It went to this one. I doubt I'll want one higher. I could put one. Actually, I'll go ahead and do it just for sake of showing you. So I haven't done anything. If you look down at the bottom here, it still says X10. I'm going to hit X11, enter. Oh, that was the one. So actually I needed 11. I'm going to hit, one more time, I'm going to hit X12, enter. So you can see, instead of spending a lot of time figuring out your spacing, you can just play with it and see what works. So now what I want to do is push these in. These are going to be dados. So I want to push these in 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so now that I have all of these surfaces separated, I am going to select this surface, and I'm going to hit the P key for push-pull. I'm going to push it in. Got to get in there, push it in, and type in 3/8, enter. And now, if I come up, I've still got the push-pull tool. I don't have to switch back to the black arrow. You can see it highlight. I'm just going to double-click. It remembers the 3/8, so it will do them all the same. Double-click. See, it just remembers. Hit the hand key to move it. P key for push-pull. Double-click. Double-click. H key for the hand tool, P key for push-pull, double click, double click, double click, H key for the hand tool, P for push-pull, push-pull. And what I'm going to have to do here is I've got this one hidden, so I don't think I can get to it with the X-ray tool. Let's see. Yes, I can. So double click. There we go. Another good use of the X-ray tool to see behind things. All right, and then the H key for hand tool, and the last one here, P key, double click. All right, so now I've created the piece of 3/4 plywood, and I've got it dated the way I'm going to do it. Now I just need to make a copy to put on each side. So I'll grab it, hit the M key for move, Option key, and you don't have to hold the Option key down, you just tap it. And I'm going to just move this over. And then I want to rotate it to this surface here. So O key for orbit. And then I'm going to hit the M key for move. And I will rotate that. Actually, I'll get right. Well, I will move it now. And so I want to, it doesn't have to come out right to the edge, just want to hold up these ends. So I'm just going to bring it out pretty close to the edge. And this is just the move tool. And I've got it going in the proper direction here. Actually, it's going to move out anyway. So, all right, so we've got it there, oriented around. And I'm just going to, I know it's in the right plane, so I'll just move it in. All right. And then I want to get it in, just so it looks good in the right position. So I'm going to take the tape measure tool T key and just give myself a guideline right on that point there. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it over. Tap the Option key for copy. And I've kept it on the same axis there, so on the red axis. Click. Just highlight there and I get to the move tool. And there we go. And then I'm going to just move it just a little bit till it touches there. And so we are set. So you can see that pretty much designing your just like you'd cut it in the shop. You're cutting your dados and cutting your board. So now I can make, what I'll probably do in the shop is I will actually cut one board wide enough to do all three of these, plus a little bit of extra for the blade width, so probably make it a 1/2 inch wider. Make all of these dados and then run that piece through the saw so that will be exact matching pieces and they'll be all cut to the width to fit in that corner there. Then I will screw these back to the walls of the trailer, and then I will put pocket hole screws, probably 2 or 3, in each of these locations so that I can slip these into their dados and then pocket hole screw them. And if I ever want to add a shelf or move a shelf, it's going to be a pretty easy thing to do. So remember, it's really helpful if you guys share this, if you're on Facebook or Google Plus or any of the other social networks out there, or if you just want to email a link to a friend. So again, thanks for taking the time to watch. Have a great day.